A very good day. So I'll be presenting on assignment 3. So start with the introduction. So my project is a Cantonese opera hub located at Darling Street, and this is a mapping of a past activity of Cantonese opera as a social connector of the past of the community, specifically the Cantonese community. And then these are some of the in my proposal, these are some of the challenges that arise. Mainly there's two. Firstly is the ventilation. So due to the design of having a large gable roof that covers most of the floor levels except ground and first floor, heat will actually be trapped easily inside the building. Secondly is the daylighting because of the placement of proposal exposing most of its site towards the west and east area. So also it is capped with a large semi-transparent FRP roof, which will potentially draw in excessive light during hot days. So next we'll be moving on to implementation of building technology. So this is an overall view of how I implement the technologies mentioned in assignment 2. The case studies by Kengo Kumar and also Marcel. So firstly, there will be exhaust fan, you can see, and then Sidori structure system on the ceiling and also on the wall here. And then also operable ceiling and its system on here. So this is the ball diagram here. Moving on to the implementation, let's start off with timber grid structure, which gives a sense of transparency. So this structure is actually inspired by the Sidori timber grid used in the GC Museum Center by Kengo Kuma. So this studio project actually aims to expose the backstage area to the audience, so such as like makeup area and costume preparation area. So it uses the Sidori system to evoke the sensation of being inside a bamboo theater with this kind of like grid-like structure that it is also similar to the ones that you can see in traditional bamboo theater. So some of the features that you can see with this timber grid structure is firstly semi-private, secondly a nailless grid-like structure, and thirdly bamboo theater characteristics. So we start off with the feature of semi-private. So for this proposal, I actually layered two grid structure together to form a double layer timber grid that provides semi-privacy for interior activities. So it allows partial visibility from afar. So when you can only see the activities inside when you come closer to encourage the public to observe the activities of the backstage up close. So it actually balances the public exposure with actor privacy. So compared to exposing the backstage by using only glass wall, so glass wall actually gives a sense of overly exposed. It feels like the actors will feel like they are inside an aquarium. So if you add this timber grid structure, it gives some sense of privacy, but also not overly private and expose some of the activities of backstage for the audience. Next feature is the nailless grid-like structure. So by studying on traditional bamboo theater joinery, they're actually using a nailless construction technology and also using an action of twisting to tie up the bamboo posts together. So by mimicking that twisting action, you can see this Dory system is also using like twisting action. So it is being implied inside the proposal to mimic the bamboo tying technique. Next, this timber grid structure is giving a bamboo theater characteristic. So you can see in the traditional backstage, they're actually hanging their costumes on the bamboo poles around the backstage area. So for here, for this Sidori structure, there's you can see there's overhang here. And then you can also like put bamboo poles around this area. So you can hang your costumes around here. And also some of this area, double layer here, can be also used as a storage for some of the head accessories. Next is looking at the timber grid ceiling. So it is used as a sun shading feature that is similar to a crate sun shading device. So this is how the details of how this timber structure is constructed. So the addition of this ceiling actually gives it a more grounded and warm feeling that is also referenced from the traditional bamboo theaters you can see. So it actually helps to filter and soften sunlight from the semi-transparent FRP roof and reduces glare and reliance on artificial lighting during the day. Next is the implementation of openable ceiling panel and exhaust fan for natural ventilation. So this openable ceiling is manually operated and closed during hotter periods and open during cooler times. And then with this openable ceiling, it also paired with roof exhaust fan to remove hot air when the panels are closed. And also when the panels are open, it expels stale air. So this helps to maintain a consistent indoor air quality and also thermal comfort. So this is the illustration of how the system works. So during a hot day, you can see the panels are closed. So heat will be trapped here because of the strong sunlight that transfer the heat from FRP roof towards the upper level. So when it's closed, the heat is trapped here, and heat will be escaped from this exhaust fan. So for the ground floor and first floor level, it will be allowing the natural air to pass through. So fresh and cool air will be trapped here. So during cooler days or when days without strong sunlight, you can open the panel so to allow like air to pass through to move upwards towards the upper level, and air will be expelled through this exhaust fan, and then more fresh air will come in. So it gives a cross ventilation effect for the whole building to feel cool. Next, we look at the nillus structure of a cross-shaped steel column. So this cross-shaped steel column is mimicking the nillus construction logic. So you can see the steel I-beam slot into the cross-shaped column with minimal visible connectors. It actually mimics the traditional joinery with a clean modular aesthetic. And also this I-beam and also this column, steel column, is cladded with timber to evoke warmth of bamboo structure. Then next we look at the services. So you can see the water tank is placed here at service level. So it's located above toilets for effective gravity fed pressure. And also it's tucked to the side and hidden from public view. It is also placed near fire staircase here for easy maintenance access. Next is the services of lighting fixture, which is ceiling mounted. It's suspended from ceiling or mounted on timber grid, and it reflects a more minimalistic and clean aesthetic. Next is the services of multi-split air conditioning system. So this system is chosen because of its flexibility and spatial efficiency. It also supports different temperature needs across multi-level spaces. So you can see here one outlet can support lots of aircon with their own different temperature needs. So it allows individual control per space, and also it uses same refrigerant piping. So this system helps to preserve the open ceiling concept and also minimizes ceiling void because there's no bulky ducts like central HVAC. So the AC outlet is placed here, close to the vertical air shaft here. And also it is placed under this exhaust fan, so it can absorb the excess heat from the AC outlet. So for building performance on air quality wise, physiologically, it helps remove the stale air and supports healthier breathing with the exhaust fan system with openable ceiling panel. Psychologically, it helps the occupant to feel refreshed and comfortable in breathable spaces because there's a system that helps to regulate the indoor air condition of the building. Next is the sociological aspect where because there's a comfortable public area, it encourages people to stay longer and interact more. And economical aspect is because of this system, it helps to reduce the reliance on HVAC system, which saves on energy costs. However, the challenge on air quality is this effectiveness of the system depends on operable ceiling panels, especially during full occupancy. Next is the visual performance. Physiologically, it reduces glare and provides visual comfort because of the grid-like timber ceiling that filters sunlight. Psychologically, it creates an intimate and grounded ambience because of the warm and diffuse lighting with natural tones. Sociologically wise, it invites public engagement while respecting performer privacy because of its layered visual privacy and transparency by using the silhouette structure. And economically wise because it reduces the use of artificial lighting, so it lowers the electricity usage. The challenge here is that the FRP roof may cause glare or overheating of the interior spaces. Lastly is the performance of building integrity. Psychologically wise, it gives a more stable and safe feeling for occupants. It also enhances cultural familiarity and trust in spaces because they're using the silhouette-inspired Naylor's logic and table cladding. Sociologically wise, it reflects a community care and promotes cultural pride because it uses traditional craftsmanship structure and also they expose the structure to the audience. Economically wise, it uses modular steel timber FRP roof, which is cost-efficient material and also have a low tech maintenance. However, the challenge here is that the timber cladding on the steel structures is required a more fire-rated coating and setback allowance for compliance. So in conclusion, this structure and this system helps to reinterpret traditional Cantonese opera within modern building technologies. It helps to address issues like ventilation, lighting, and structure with culturally rooted solutions. Some of the features that this building have is passive and active system. Passive is ceiling panels and timber grids, and active system is the AC and exhaust fan. The other feature that this building have is the nailless cross-shaped steel columns that mimics the bamboo theater logic. So with this system, the effects that they have is firstly, it helps to filter the daylight and soften interiors, which helps to support visual comfort. Secondly, it helps to promote spatial transparency and informal engagement. Lastly, it becomes a living framework for living, interaction, and also cultural continuity for this Cantonese opera hub. That's all for this presentation.